Welcome to Calling the Shots podcast with Paulie Walnuts. I am your host, Paulie. What do you hear? What do you say? Oh my God, it's been great, man. Great to finally get to 9-3. It wasn't the prettiest game in the world, but we ended up handle our business and doing what we had to do. UCLA came in and probably one of the worst teams I've seen in recent memory. I mean, there's been a lot of them up there, man. There's been, Washington one year. I mean, a lot of different teams that have been really, really, really bad. But this one's right up there. But they, it's a rivalry game. These guys were going to come in. We've seen it before. I don't know how many throughout the years. UCLA teams that have completely been awful have come in and competed, and even us too. There's times where we've been the worst team ever. We come in, we were able to compete, but make a long story short, as soon as that second half went off, the first half was pretty brutal to watch. Everybody knows that. Our two stars were not playing, and you can tell the vibe and the momentum of the game was different than what it usually is. But going into halftime, as soon as that little ruckus started breaking out there, I could just tell that there was just a different vibe in coming in the second half, where you could see the guys running through the tunnel and they meant business. And so I knew once they were coming back, it was going to be a different game. And sure enough, it was. It really was. It was just a. We've been a second half team all year long, and I know a lot of people aren't happy about that, but at the same time, I saw a lot of improvement this season. There's been a lot of positive things. There's been a lot of negatives, but a lot of positives and growth. I mean, I see guys like I see Christian Pierce out there, man, and he looks like a completely different player to me. I mean, the guy's just out there really, really playing good football, and there's just a lot of the younger guys too that are really, really stepping up. And I can't wait next year to see what we have with like the Treston Castros. That's why this upcoming bowl game that we play in, I really hope to see a lot of these young kids play, and then a lot of the veteran guys that haven't gotten a chance yet, like a Marquise Gallegos, guys like that. Just I want to see what they got. Put them out there. Let's see what these guys have in the bag for us. And then you got somebody I've been so high on for so long, and that's Alex Graham, number 27. What a player, man! That guy's just he's special, and he's just not special when it comes to football. He's special from here up. The guy is just he's just such a. I mean, you listen to him on a mic when he's being interviewed. The guy's just phenomenal. He's just a great kid. You can tell he's just talented, and I knew it just when he blurted out his first few words. I was like, wow, this guy's so articulate and on it, and I knew we had something special there with him, and he showed it. He showed it. I mean, I wish we would have had. That's the kind of guy right there that could have been making a difference for us in some of these other games. His ability to tackle and to wrap guys up was phenomenal to me. I saw that and I was blown away. Blown away, sold, done, check, ready for next year. Let's go. That guy is just something else, man. And then coming with the 2026 class as well. This 2025 class, I said it from the very beginning, it's more of a foundation piece for us, where we got guys that are laying the foundation for us. The Abasaris, the Stewarts, and just on and on. Desmond Stevens and Jaden Walkers and all these guys that have been playing. And next year, I look for those guys to be our foundation pieces. A lot of these guys, Christian Pierce, all of them, our offensive line. Those guys look so. They've been through a lot. They've learned a lot, and they've become really close as a unit. And I got to tell you, Pepe's going to come in next year in college day, and these are two special kids. And I'm telling you, they're going to be competing from day one. So those veterans are going to have to be on their A game, because those kids are coming to compete, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's good. Competition's good, and I'm all for it. I want these guys to come in and push these veterans, and that's what it's about. And Elijah's, I'm telling you, this kid's going to push him. I just he's a special player. He really is. I mean, Pepe's the kind of guy that comes in and has the physical traits and the ability to be a first round top 5 pick. With his footwork, his speed and weight, he carries those 300 pounds. He looks good for 300 pounds. And so I'm really excited about those guys coming in. The IMG guys are a little different. We know that. but it's just not them. There's a lot of other players. Albert Hill, who's coming in. This guy is just one of the better corners who could possibly come in and play from day one as well. So these are different, and this is what I'm getting at when you look at these other programs that are pretty much established right now, where they're able to get these young players in and throw them to the fire immediately. I mean, there's Ohio State does it all the time, and that's what I think that's where we're kind of leaning, getting to now. And but yet it had its difficulties, throughout the season, developing and coaching, and that was a really huge thing for these coaches this year is adapting to that. And there was times where they did a great job, and there's times that we didn't. But all in all, you look at 9-3, possibly going on 10-3. If that's not improvement, I don't know what is. I mean, these guys have done a great job. Great job. The second half, the defense came out, did an amazing job, and and really showed that they wanted to make an impact on their way out. They just needed to kind of get smacked around and woken up a little bit and say, "All right, here we go." And Gentry said something similar to that in the press conference. But I obviously I'm going to miss some of the guys that are leaving, but I'm excited about what we have in the future here. And Tanook Hines to me is just star written all over him. And I'm excited to see guys like Sims and all these other Harry Daltons and Riley Wormleys, and I want to see these guys compete. Sean Alston to me when he comes in, this guy is boy, watch out, folks. People are going to be turning their head when they watch this kid. His dedication to this program has been he's never flaked on us at all whatsoever. He's been dedicated since day one. He wants to be a Trojan, and those are the kind of guys that we need, and we're getting them. And so I'm excited about that, and look forward to this bowl game. I really don't know what bowl we're gonna get. I know there's rumors swirling around about Coach Riley leaving, possibly to Penn State. That was one of them. All of it, but you know what? I just have a really good feeling that he's gonna stay there. I know he's not everyone's coach. He's not this, not that. The guy's young. He's he's evolving as a coach. And you guys wanted to see him jumping around. Well, he's jumping around. That's still not good enough. People wanted to see him running the ball. He doesn't run the ball. But one of the top rushing teams in all of the country. And I just don't know how much more this guy has to evolve. What do you want him cussing people out on the sidelines next? I think that's where we're leaning towards. But that's not Riley's style. He doesn't do that. But I know behind the scenes, Riley can get on players. I know he can. And I'm going to continue to ride with him until he's not here. But I know he's going to be here for a while. But if he doesn't, then good luck to him. And I just feel I don't know. I know we can retain a lot of players if he did leave. I know they would still probably stick around, but at the same time, it'd make it a lot more difficult. And then on top of that, trying to find the right coach who can. We're been so spoiled by our offensive prowess that we have every game, and we're just like able to put up points at will. And to lose something like that, you'd have to find someone who's able to kind of match that. And then on top of that, the whole defense thing, it's a nightmare, man. Any way you look at it, it's just not going to be an easy transition if the coach did leave. But I'm not looking at it that way. I'm looking at Riley staying, and I'm looking at the excitement that these young kids are going to bring. A lot of them now, you can call them grizzled vets if you'd like. They've been through the wars. They've played in rain. They've gone through a Big Ten schedule. These kids are ready to go. And let's just continue for the best, man. Let's continue for the best. And I know we all have our little issues of what can be done and what we can improve on. We all know that. We know we need help in the trenches. We know we need some help in development in certain areas of our team. We know we need to get off to better starts. There's a lot of things that we need to improve on, and that's what we gotta set our goals for, and really just improve on those. But other than that, man, it's been a fascinating season. This is one of the better seasons that most fun I've had. I know people said they haven't, but I've had a lot of fun this season. With this team, I feel like I've grown with them. I mean, it's just watching a team be doubted the entire year. Everybody doubted us. They had us winning 4 games. One person had us winning 5 games. I mean, it was one thing after another. No one ever believed in these guys, and it just made me root for them even that much more. And I'm glad I did because like I said, 9-3, potentially 10-3, with boatloads of talent on our roster as we speak. And then on top of that, the amount of talent that we're bringing in, and then I look for Mr. Bowden, Chad Bowden, and him and his staff to be able to work some magic in the transfer portal. I know there's a kid named Campbell, a wide receiver out there from Auburn that I absolutely love, and I'm praying that he falls to us. This guy could come in and be a number one immediately. I'm really high on him, and I know there's other guys out there that could potentially you know jump on the market, but it's just that's a whole nother thing, that transfer portal. And you know what? There's no better person to manage that than Chad Bowden. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to keep this short, man, and jump in and you know, sh- um, shouts out to everyone out there. My buddies at Light the Torch, and then also my buddies at Fourth and Nine, B Jinx and Chris. You guys, they have some great shows out there. Make sure to tune in and watch those guys. And also, you want to find me, go ahead and make sure to hit subscribe at Calling the Shots podcast with Paulie Walnuts on YouTube. You can find me doing that, and then let's keep this ride going, man. Let's keep it going. I'm gonna see what I can do to get out to the to the bowl game. If anybody wants to jump in, man, we can all venture out there together and have a good time with it. And that's enough, man. You guys, hey, hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Be safe out there. God bless, and fight on.